Hi boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 3 for Purple Mash coding. Okay guys, so obviously you need to log into Purple Mash. You will be clicking on coding. If it's not set up as a to-do already for you guys, you click onto code. From there you go onto the challenges and you click on level 1. Now, with the previous 2 lessons, you guys were supposed to do fun with fish, bubbles and air traffic control in the first lesson. In our second one, snail race, vehicles and turtle. Okay, now for our third lesson, we will be moving on to the haunted scene, guard the castle, and then princess and the frog. Okay, now because it starts to get a little bit more complicated, I will be doing the haunting scene and the guard the castle one with you guys, just a few steps so that you can see what you need to do. Okay, we will be starting off with the haunted scene. Now, once you have launched this, obviously your basic instructions will appear and you will see how many steps you have to do in your challenge. Now, again, this one has 3 steps in the challenge, and then the 4th one is where you basically do what you want with your activity. Okay, now, first one is we need to make the ghost move left across the screen. So very simple, you take the ghost and tell it to go left, and then your little ghost moves left across the screen. Okay, for our next one, the bat needs to move to the right hand side, so we will put the bat in there. It needs to go to the right, and you will see your ghost moves to the left and your bat to the right. Okay, for your next challenge, okay, so this, when you click on the skeleton needs to move right. So we will include the skeleton, he has to go right, and then make sure that it's when clicked and when you click on the skeleton. So when clicked, skeleton, it will move towards the right hand side. So ghost, bat automatically starts moving, and if we click on the skeleton, he goes towards the right. Now, the 4th and final one here. Okay, now this is where it can get a little bit complicated, so you guys need to pay attention. So when you click the bat, make it turn into a vampire and move up. Okay, so we'll put in the when clicked, we put in our bat, okay, and that one needs to move to the right. So we will click the bat, okay. Now, we need to have another coding there, so that we are going to set to the vampire. Okay, so when we click on the bat, guys, the bat will change into a vampire, and then it needs to head up. Now, please make sure that this is all in one line of coding. As you can see there, we have one line for the ghost, one line for that, one line for the skeleton, and then all of this has to be in one line. So if we test it, you can see they will start moving. We click on our skeleton, okay, to get him to move as well. And now you click on your bat, if it eventually stands still enough. But yeah, it changed into a vampire and it has moved up. Okay, so we are done with that challenge. As you can see there, it goes, it is a vampire and it has gone up. Okay, now once you guys are done with that one, please click on the red arrow, save it and exit, find your class, click on the class, click on your name and click on save so that I can check your work. Okay guys, now as I said, it starts to get a little bit more complicated, so I hope you paid attention to what has been done there. If you're struggling, just rewatch the video or actually watch the hints. We are going to now move on to the guard the castle. Okay, now you will see here, this also comes in where you have a few collisions. You have your basic stuff that you have here. So we will start off with the first one, and we need to make the knight move to the right hand side. Okay, so as you can see, off he goes, he's off to the right. Now, when the knight reaches the right pillar, make the knight change direction. Okay, so guys, we need to add a collision detection in. So when your knight collides with the right pillar, okay, the knight needs to then move to the left. Okay. So if we do that, he will move on, he reaches the pillar and then changes direction. Okay. Now, when the knight reaches the left pillar, he needs to change direction again. So we will have another collision over there. When the knight collides with the left pillar, your knight will move to the right. Okay. So please ensure that you have your coding correctly in here, which will now mean that he will start moving on, and as you can see, he is going to then pop up and down in between left and right between those 2 pillars, so he is guarding his castle. Okay, Now we need to help the monkey fix whatever he has messed up. Okay, so the instructions to the knight have been mixed up. Can you fix it? So when the knight moves to the right pillar, he needs to actually move towards the left. And when he collides with the left pillar, he actually needs to move to the right. Okay, so as you can see, so that was, and now we get our basic little rating over here. We are done with this one. And now you can spice up your own little castle. So you can add timing into it, guys. You can add sounds into it. You can add even a when clicked into it so that the guard can do whatever he needs to do, the knight. Okay, so please add a few things in here. Make sure your coding works. And then, as always, you click on save and exit. Okay, find your class, click on your class. If you are online, your name will appear. Click on your name and click save. Okay. Now guys, this is our third lesson for the level 1 of coding. Okay, so with the 9 activities that we have done so far, this is all of the basics. So with Fun from Fish all the way to the Princess and the Frog that you need to finish off with today. This is our basics for coding. Okay, in our next lesson we will be moving on to the next few things as it starts to get a bit more complicated. And then once we are done with all of these activities, guys, we'll be moving on to a free coding where you will be doing a specific coding that will be counting for marks. Okay. So guys, I'm hoping you've managed to complete all of these activities. Okay, so up to the turtle. So for today, it's Haunted Science, Guard the Castle, and then the Princess and the Frog. I hope you guys understand how to do all of these and you know what you need to do, so that you can get all of these things right with all of the various commands that are in here. Okay, so guys, please, again for today, Haunted Scene, Guard the Castle, and Princess and the Frog. They need to be completed. Okay, and as I said previously, guys, a lot of times the system automatically tracks how well you do. It automatically gives your rating. And then for those things that you need to save, I go in, check your coding, make sure everything is fine, and then mark your work. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys have managed to get everything right thus far. Good luck with the next 3, with the Haunted Scene, the Guard, the Castle, and the Princess and the Frog. And then hopefully I'll see you guys soon in class. Stay safe. Bye.